President, Gabrielle McCavian.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2024. My name is Gabby Makaraig, this year's senior class president, and it is my honor being able to acknowledge our friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, our fellow graduates. Throughout our journey, I'm sure you've come across a time where you felt behind. Maybe you felt like you weren't doing enough or constantly saw others get ahead, making you question if your dreams or goals were achievable. But let me ask you this. How can you be behind on your journey if your journey is only yours? We've let comparisons or fear of failure hold us back from reaching our potential. And when we miss the opportunity to do so, we regret not giving it our all. But in the end, all 916 of us have made it here today. Today marks a milestone of this journey so-called life that has been filled with. Throughout our journey, I'm sure you've come across a time where you felt behind. Maybe you felt like you weren't doing enough or constantly saw others get ahead, making you question if your dreams or goals were achievable. But let me ask you this. How can you be behind on your journey if your journey is only yours? We've let comparisons or fear of failure hold us back from reaching our potential. And when we miss the opportunity to do so, we regret not giving it our all. But in the end, all 916 of us have made it here today. Today marks a milestone of this journey so-called life that has been filled with moments both good and bad. Many of us, including me, wish to forget the bad and only hold on to the good. But every moment has led you to today. Every moment in your life has led you to meeting your best friend, whether that be during recess in elementary or bonding over a bad test grade in Miss Aurora's class. Every moment in your life has led you to winning that championship, to that college acceptance, and has even led you to creating that friend group you see now as your second family. We never know the value of a moment until it becomes a vivid memory. But these moments wouldn't hold so much value if it weren't for how you felt and the people you spent them with. So instead of trying to erase your past, embrace the good and bad moments, and remember that a life without struggle isn't worth living. Appreciate the moment you've been given and the people you've been given to spend it with, because no matter how beautiful or tragic a moment is, it always ends. Today. But more importantly, thank you for going through so much hardship to prevent us from going through what you dealt with. You have devoted everything to our family, which I can never repay you for. Now to the people who have made me who I am today, my parents, Yvonne and Maybelline. Last summer, when I watched the movie Barbie, Rhea Perlin said, "We mothers stand still so our daughters can look back to how far they've come." And that's exactly what you guys have done for me, in the present for this moment. Congratulations to the class of 2024, we made it.
Thank you, Gabby. Please welcome to the stage 2024 cum laude speaker, Hunter Etiwanda.
What's the point of graduation? Why do we have to do this drawn-out ceremony and walk across the stage when we could just leave, like any other year? What is the point of all the well wishes, all the memories that get brought up, all the drawn-out events like prom and grad night and senior sunset? A couple of weeks ago, I didn't really know. I was the person who didn't even want to go to graduation. I would have been happy to just take my diploma and leave. I thought all those events were gimmicky and honestly kind of pointless. But after thinking long and hard about it, I think I figured it out. Our world is all about climbing ladders. We take chances every day to move ourselves closer and closer to the top. Whether this is by taking challenging classes, a ridiculous amount of extracurriculars, or even in some cases, trying to bring others down to uplift ourselves. We strive to be the best at what we are currently doing, but what happens when it's over? We work tirelessly to climb to the top of our class. We work constantly to get promoted. We graduate high school to get into college or trade school or our career. But there's one thing that all of these have in common. As soon as we're at the top of one ladder, we're at the bottom of another. There's always a harder class, a higher position, a better school. So what's the point of all the climbing? The best answer I could come up with is for moments like this. Moments of glory, moments of reflection, moments of celebration. When we find ourselves at the top of a ladder that we've been working tirelessly to climb, there's a sense of accomplishment that makes it all seem worth it. But then, it's over. You're never closer to being a freshman than when you're a senior. You're never closer to being the worst at a new job than when you're the best at your old job. It's all about climbing to the top of the next ladder. So I don't know where you're at right now. Maybe you're getting ready to go to a four-year college out of state like I am. Maybe you're moving to a different country or going into the military or getting ready to join the workforce. Maybe you're just taking it one day at a time. The one thing that all of these paths have in common is that we're all going to have to climb a whole other series of ladders in the really near future. But that's why we're here. Even though there's multiple ladders that we're going to have to climb to get us where we want to be, we're here to celebrate the steps we've made so far, and more importantly, the people we've met along the way. So sure, it is a little gimmicky to prance around in a shower curtain in front of 7,000 some people, but it shows that the hard work, the 12-hour school days, the frustrating assignments are all worth it. So maybe the point of all these senior events isn't merely to check a box off our to-do list, but to commemorate the long journey we've completed and the even longer journey yet to unfold. Today, we're at the top of the ladder we've been climbing for the last 4 years. We're getting ready to soar like eagles or whatever graduation cliche you want to use. So let's celebrate while we still can. Let's remember the kindergartner that dreamed about this day, because tomorrow, that dream is going to look different for everyone. But for now, let's look down and enjoy the view together for the last time. Congratulations to the class of 2024 for making it to the top of one ladder, and best of luck as we all climb the next. Thank you.
Thank you, Hunter. Now please welcome to the stage our next cum laude speaker, Nessa Lee.
I feel like a wizard in this outfit. Thank you, Hunter. And thank you all for coming out here tonight and for sitting through the speech I'm about to give. Well, you don't actually get a choice. But still, thank you. I'm honored to be here. Class of 2024. What's up, guys? It's been a wild ride. I think we can safely say that no other class before us started their high school journey quite like we did, at home, sitting alone in our rooms. I hope you'll join me in taking a moment to be grateful that things have gotten better. Whoa. And we were able to experience prom and grad night and every day of this year together, standing a normal distance away from each other. Now, let's talk about today. We're here today on the other side of all of it. A world-shaking pandemic and a strenuous college application season, and 4 years of growing up and learning how to live. Whether you spent them grinding through AP homework, perfecting your sport, or ranking up on Overwatch 2, whatever the case, we've all made it here to this momentous day. Please join me in a round of applause. As we fumble forward into our uncertain futures, we will inevitably encounter situations in which we are embarrassed or afraid or desperately uncomfortable. For me, that's been improvising a speech about Ethiopian climate change policies to a room of 100 strangers, or imitating donkey noises on stage as a Shakespeare actor. Every Mon conference, every audition, interview, election has been terrifying. And I often thought about how much easier it would be to be at home, in bed, on Instagram. But as much as that discomfort sucks in the moment, we need to feel it. Because growth never comes from being comfortable. I mean, if I hadn't subjected myself to those situations, I probably wouldn't be brave enough to stand up here right now. As author John A. Shedd put it, A ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are built for. So if you are scared, which is only natural, do it scared. Everything worth doing is scary, but I promise you will look back and know that it was worth it. I would also like to remind us all that as we go our separate ways, it will take conscious effort to maintain our connections with the people in our lives. Please remember that it is always worth it to hold on to those miraculous people who love and understand and debrief in the Handles parking lot with you. I invite you all to take a moment and think about who those people are for you. To my own splendorous home slices, thank you. I owe you more than words can say for filling these last 4 years with so much joy. Finally, a few words of thanks to our parents. Without you, we literally would not be here. To our teachers, thanks for putting up with us. I hope we make you proud. À Madame Roussel, vous êtes mon héroïne. To Miss Min and Mr. Shana, you are my goats. Thank you for all you've done for us. And to all my fellow graduates, thank you for listening, which I know you were and you did not zone out at any point. I sincerely hope we all grow into the best versions of ourselves. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Nessa.
Dylan Crum. Hunter Etienne.
My daughter, Jada Marie Eccles.
Vanessa Lee. Mia Bouquet. Nicole Chang. Bryson Kramer.